Hello, friends and neighbors. Welcome to another production of the program. Here we are on TV once again, once a day, every day. Turn on the machines and live forever. Look, I made it. Again, back around to Thursday, another day of living in the basement and in the world and in this thing, society. My friends out there in TV land, thank you for joining me in this very difficult time. Boy, howdy, let me tell you something about this time. It's wild time, and we're on the hill of it. It's like there's a hill. Yeah, I mean, were you here? Or the future? It's like there's a hill, and you can see the hill, and you're walking up the hill. By the time you get to the top of the hill, it's like, whoa, there's even more hill. I thought I was gonna be at least walking the flat part of it or the other side. I'm thinking like walking towards the other side, but no. Every day is a new hill, and it's just getting steeper and longer. I don't know what's going on in town today, but something. Maybe yesterday to the program 8:45, and after the program, I've been eating potatoes, lots and lots of potatoes. I've been making these fries, so I ate more fries. Watching things on TV, the protests are happening, things are in the news, and you can go watch the news, you can watch this thing. If you're going to watch the news, you're going to watch the news. If you're going to watch this thing, then that's where we are right now, today, on Thursday, this Thursday. What a time. Yeah, so I didn't see that much. I've been walking through the Capitol campus to get to my job. I'm no longer riding my bike because I don't want to get it germy. I'm gonna get the Rona on the bike or something, so I'm just putting my bike, leaving it here. I haven't ridden my bike in maybe a month. I should get back on that thing. But today somebody got lost in the maze of Capitol campus, so I helped them go through the thing. But I was like, "You're gonna help you? I want you to walk away from far away from me." Yeah. Oh, somebody's after me. The police are after me. The people fighters, both sides. If you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem. So am I part of the solution? Or so maybe it's like, well, I'm not part of the problem. People are telling you that thing. So, I've been saying this on the program. Don't kill people. Okay, please. I've said that in the program in the past. That's what I've been about. So let's just keep it with that, I guess. Looks like we got some messages. Let's see who's on the messages. Looks like we got a message from Freddie, the producer, who's been out for days, I guess, and Yellowfellow. Freddie and Yellowfellow, some good messages. I'm going to try to call Mr. Ginsu and Mark, guitar player, too. Here's what Freddie has to say. Oh, Freddie went out of town, huh? Oh, did you go to your cabin, Freddie?
Hey, program, Freddie. I'm calling with some news. One, I've been out of town a little bit. I'll tell you about that. You called me back, so you haven't been able to get a hold of me. I had no cell phone reception. And then, two, we got an appointment to get a new window there at the studio. That's happening on Monday between 10 and 11 a.m. And then the other thing is that I was dropping off something at the post office today, and I saw that the what is it? Goodwill is open. So that's interesting. That one's especially. I feel like restaurants didn't tempt me. I had no interest in going in and sitting down and eating in a restaurant, even though it's I miss doing that. That was not tempting me. But Goodwill is tempting me. Call me back.
Goodwill is open? That's pretty far out. All right, Freddie, I'm calling you back. Freddie went somewhere. Where'd you go? Cabin? Freddie was talking about Freddie the cabin. Going out of town, doing these trips. I still feel like I'm in the middle of the quarantine. I don't know when I'm gonna get out. But I guess there's no point in doing it if other people aren't doing it, because it can only be doing as much as others or something. I don't know. Maybe I'm just, instead of being a quarantiner, I'm just a home buddy now.
Hey, program.
Hey, Freddie, how are ya?
I'm doing good. It's nice to hear from you. It's been a little bit.
Yeah.
Here.
I thought the worst. You know?
Yeah, that's fun. I'm glad. I mean, I'm sorry if you were worrying, but it's interesting to think, that I might have been dead or something.
Yeah. I just I am only thinking about it like when we're here on the program, but I'm like maybe I thought maybe you were in jail from protesting, or
yeah.
Or you had the virus,
Yeah.
Could be, or or you could have been.
That would be a better story than the truth. But, the truth is that it was like a 3-year anniversary thing, and me and Madeline skipped town for a little bit.
You find a cabin?
Yeah, we went to a cabin in Rainier. I would highly recommend these cabins. They're called Rainier Cottages. Every single one of them has a hot tub, and for what you're getting, it's pretty affordable. And the coolest thing was we'd never even saw the people who own the cabins. Like, we never interacted with them physically at all. Like, they have a key code on the door.
Yeah.
And I imagine they change it every time that there's a person. So, we just basically showed up to the spot and coded ourselves in and never saw another human being. It was awesome.
That sounds good.
But there was no cell phone reception. So, and for some reason, I thought I could do Wi-Fi calling. There was Wi-Fi there, but every time I tried to do a Wi-Fi call, it told me I didn't have network. So that was a little frustrating. I'm a little, maybe it's my phone. It must be my phone. I'm kind of thinking I need a different phone if I can't use the Wi-Fi calling, and if I get in the spot, that seems like a really bad.
Yeah. Well, maybe get the Google Voice app.
Yeah, I got to do that. I guess that would work because I do have my own Google Voice number.
But it's probably nice to. I mean, maybe you're getting away from the phone anyway.
Yeah, I wasn't checking it that much anyway.
So
it was it was definitely tap on purpose, but mostly on purpose.
It's good to take a break from the phones. There's I guess the protests are good, but it's kind of almost nothing good.
Yeah. It was relaxing. I mean, especially because there was a hot tub. So.
Yeah. Well, you got out of town pretty wild time.
There was another thing that I saw that I really wanted to tell everyone about. If you ever go in the Rainier area, if you're heading towards Paradise, which is this area in Rainier, actually the parks were closed, by the way. So we tried to go to Mount Rainier to hike, and it was totally closed off. I guess there might have been other roads into the Rainier State Park that were open, but they were over an hour away. So we never actually made it into Rainier. But there was this really cool, like, sculpture park that was, I think his name was Dan something, Sculpture
Mount Rainier,
Park.
though. Not like Rainier. I thought you were talking about Rainier, like Rainier Road.
Rainier, Washington? No, well, it is in Washington, but no, Mount Rainier, yeah, definitely Mount Rainier.
Oh, okay. I was like, huh, Rainier, huh? That's weird.
You're pretty nearby. No, Mount Rainier,
Okay,
yeah, definitely.
yeah.
But there's this little town on the way to Mount Rainier called Elbe, like E-L-B-E. And in that town, there's this really awesome sculpture park by some guy named, like, Dan Clenert or something like that. He, like, makes all these incredible things out of iron. Like, basically, I think he, like, gets a tractor or, like, a washing machine or whatever. It's some kind of, like, thing that's got metal in it. And then he just lets it sit out, and then he tears it apart and then welds all the pieces together into these incredible sculptures. Like, he's got, like, horses and, like, cowboys and like some dinosaurs and motorcycles. He like turns them into these things, and it's some of the best art, like especially sculpture art I've ever seen. And he's got these like really cool like memorials for like dead pets and relatives and stuff too. It's like it's like a couple acres, and it's all these amazing sculptures made by this one guy. I think it's called like Ex Nihilo or something like that, or like Iron Spirits or something like that. But it's really cool. You can't miss it. If you're driving towards Mount Rainier, you'll see all these crazy sculptures on the right side of the road as you're driving towards it. It's cool. He's like a real artist, maybe like one of the true artists or something.
He's welding.
Huh?
Welding.
Yeah, he's welding like recycled metal pieces together.
Wow. I haven't been to Mount Rainier in a long time. Yeah, that's good. Is he selling the stuff, or you're...
That what?
He's selling stuff, you can go get it?
I don't think so. He says, like, give a $5 donation to help me keep making art, but maybe there was a gift shop, but everything was closed. It was another time where you go there, and you don't see another human being, basically.
Yeah, wow.
Like, there was no... I mean, this is like the new world is basically you experience things without any interaction with any other human being.
You had to bring your own food?
Yeah, we cooked our own food. We did get some takeout, though. There was sort of some places you could get takeout.
One time...
There was a pizza place that was in a train. It was like an old train car. There was a pizza place.
Oh yeah, I think I remember that. I once worked like a gig job at Costco where I was trying to sell the robotic curtains.
Oh.
It was like a Craigslist gig job, and they're like, so sell these curtains, and then I showed up to Costco to work the job, and there's nobody there to tell you what to do. And they have this book, and you're supposed to stand in Costco and sell the curtains, and you never talk to anybody, but they're giving you money.
What? They're like, they don't tell you why the curtain is good? Maybe you just go for it.
Yeah, you just got a book, and then you're sitting there, but you're on commission.
Right. Oh, shit.
So
Yeah.
you're like, buy this, it's good, buy it. And they're like, it's like, I don't know, I just got here, I don't know anything, and you don't talk to anybody.
Yeah.
That was weird.
Please buy it. No one even told me how to sell this thing.
Yeah. It was weird. But I did get paid. I remember that. That was something.
But you got paid? That means you sold some. That's a good...
I sold some things, but maybe they sell themselves.
Yeah. No, it sounds like the same thing. It was kind of eerie, actually, because I even kind of had the idea that I was like going to be like, maybe we can ask them what to do when the virus has made everything closed. But then there was no one to ask because the virus made it so that our I guess Airbnb people like weren't even going to see us. They don't even know what we look like.
Yeah. Well, it was Airbnb?
It was Airbnb. Oh, no, I guess it wasn't. It was something different. It was a lot like Airbnb. It was not that, though. You're right.
Airbnb is it like Uber? It's like a company, the Airbnb thing?
Oh, maybe. Yeah, maybe they get a cut. That's pretty crazy.
I don't know if it's like a specific company or app or whatever, or if it's just like a term for what they're doing.
There's a specific website. I don't know. It's a good question.
Yeah. So you got the.
I was looking for stuff on Airbnb a lot, and like communicated with a couple people, and so that's why I said Airbnb. But it was like a lot of those cabins up in Mount Rainier don't actually have good technology. It seems like.
Mhm.
Like that, we drove by probably like 30 different cabin style companies, and it's like, I don't know where those people were. Maybe we didn't find them because we were only looking for places with hot tubs. But I think that they're like somehow operating in like old time methods or something. Because I feel like we were looking for a lot of these places and didn't really find that many. And we only found this spot through word of mouth from like a friend. So Rainier Cottages, it's good.
Wow, not even online. That's weird. That's the past.
Yeah.
Well,
they're online. They have a website. It's like looks like it's from the 90s, and it like basically I just think that they're not in the new way of doing things or something.
Yeah. Well, then maybe they don't have to be. It's like maybe their website's from the 90s because they're trying to promote like rustic feelings.
It did feel rustic, even communicating with them. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you had a weird time to go out of town. There's been giant protests.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, there was a couple before I left, but yeah, how's it been going? I guess
they've only been growing. I saw one yesterday but I'm so afraid of the virus, so I'm not going to go. But I'm not witnessing history, maybe. But I'm staying home. They've been growing. There's supposed to be another one today and tomorrow. So
I mean, I support people doing the protests for sure.
I support them. Yeah.
I don't want to get the virus. I was thinking about it before we left. Like right before I left, I feel like I was getting more. I was like, I'm getting. What do you call that when you're like part of the thing? You're like part of it, or maybe you're riled up about it. You're activated, or like there's a word, radicalized or something. Yeah. I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
But then I was gone for a while, and then really like relaxed for a bit. But now I'm back in the like sort of media frenzy again, and maybe give it a day or two. Maybe I'll be radicalized again and get out there and protest or something.
Yeah. Yeah, they're out there, so they're protesting, but I'm staying home and I'm still doing this. And like remember before when I was like, well, what are we doing? What are we doing here on the program? Like, what's our space in this new thing? It's like, should we be doing different things or anything at all? And we're just like another thing where we're just gonna keep doing this and plugging. That's like what we're doing.
Yeah, I actually heard a really interesting thing because, like, basically there was that whole time when people were like posting black squares, and there was a lot of confusion about what you were supposed to be doing, and I think there was a bunch of different social media campaigns that got like either unintentionally or possibly intentionally slammed together to like reduce the effectiveness of the social media stuff. But basically, through it, I've been trying to watch more social media stuff from people of color, and I watched a really awesome video about why protesting actually is effective, which is like the process. Like right now, what they're trying to do by protesting every day is like wear down the government in a sense. Like if the police can't go home and they have to stay up and like be kind of dealing with the protesters the whole time, then it's like all the police are out basically all the time, and they can't be doing other weird police things and they can't like be, they're like almost all the police are focused on the protests.
Yeah.
And then that's costing money, possibly overtime, and the police are like asking the government for like more help, and the government's like, well, we are trying to help, but we weren't expecting to like have to pay all this money to the police again. And so it's just like, it actually comes down to financial pressure on the government in a sense. And like also making sure that a lot of people are saying like, if the people of color can't rest and take it easy, then like neither will the police be able to rest and take it easy, you know?
Yeah. It makes sense to be protesting. Yeah, it's good. That's good that they're protesting, but it's in the craziest time. This is like gotta be maybe one of the crazier times in all of history that we're living in right now.
Yeah. Well, yeah, definitely.
How was the pizza?
Oh, it was okay. Salty crust. I kind of liked the salty crust.
Like they put salt on it?
I don't know if it was on it or in it. It was like the crust was noticeably salty.
Mm-hmm.
And it was good. You know, we like picked it up and then had to drive almost like 20 minutes or half an hour back to our residence, and then it was like not hot. It was like not cold either. It hadn't like cooled all the way, but it wasn't sort of like optimal pizza temperature. But it was really good. I ate a lot of it, and then there was only one piece left for the next day. So I would say it was very good pizza. It was exactly what I wanted.
Yeah.
And didn't have to cook, so that was good.
So let's see. I'm trying to think of you on your message. You had 3 things. You said number 1, I'm out of town. Number 2, what was number 2?
Oh man, let's see.
One of them was Goodwill. I think that was number 3 though.
Oh my God, I forgot about Goodwill. Yeah. Oh wow. Number 1 was I'm back. Is that right?
Number 1 was you're back, and you were what happened.
Oh yeah.
Number 2.
Number 2. Let's see. Can we listen to it? I mean, I know you just listened to it.
Well, no, we can listen to it again.
I can't remember. If you ask me, because a lot of times when people leave a message and then you call them back, you usually are asking them like, oh yeah, do you remember what you said? Like, try to say your message totally, but it's been so many hours.
Oh, the window.
The window. Oh, the window. The window's working. Yeah. It actually happened. I actually paid rent today.
Uh-huh.
And I did this, I don't know, I was like feeling a little spicy because I just got back from this trip and I had to like pay rent for my house and I had to pay rent for the studio. And I was like kind of feeling a little spicy because we haven't used the studio in like 3 months.
Yeah.
And we're paying full price. And 2 months ago, I was like, hey, this is a great time for you to like fix the window because we are not in there. And nothing happened. And so today when I went in to pay the rent, I talked to them and I said like, so do you guys have any sort of system right now for people who aren't able to use the space but are still paying rent? Because we haven't been able to use our space.
Yeah.
And she was like, basically the secretary or the front desk person, like no power. And I'm talking to her about it. And she's like, well, no, you're going to have to talk to Tom about that. Tom also was like, got some kind of back injury right before the whole virus. So he's been out of commission for a while.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's like, okay, so I'll talk to him about that. But also there was the window thing and that never even got resolved. And she told me that he had tried to call me, which I don't know if that's true. Maybe he did try to call me. But I don't remember, like, not taking his call. I've got his... Oh, it's Todd, not Tom. I've got his number saved. But anyway, basically, an hour after I did that, and I'm not happy with that. I probably should have just, like, let it be chill. But I think because I talked to her and was like, remember we were supposed to get that window thing? Immediately afterwards, this window company called me, and they're coming. They're on Monday. So
wow.
I'm going to go down to the studio on Monday and meet this like window repair guy, and he's going to like fix the window for the studio.
Wow. Fixed window. It's been broken for years.
Oh yeah, I broke it. I was the one actually.
Yeah. But it was old anyway. But that's something. I don't know when we're gonna go back to the studio, but not. I mean, I still don't want to do that, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, it definitely there needs to be like transportation or something, or like I don't know. I wonder what it's going to take to get back to the studio.
Yeah. I could go back. I just I'm still not even going back and forth, and I don't know. I mean, I feel like I don't mind this. I wonder if like. I like this the way that it's doing it now. Like, it was in my home for like a long time, and now I'm like comfortable in the basement. But it's like, did we like grow large with the studio? It's like, we had the studio for so long, but maybe it like grew too large. But now it's just like a storage. It's like a storage unit.
That's true.
Right now, it's like yeah.
We got to think about that, I guess. I mean, if we want to not do the studio, we could not do it, you know.
Yeah.
That's you do have a good space there, and like, oh, actually, I wanted to talk to you about bringing the computer over.
Yeah.
'Cause I would like to maybe start going to YouTube Live maybe as soon as we can. I've actually figured out another method for me to do the same thing at my house. So I think tomorrow, what are you doing? What's your schedule tomorrow?
I'm working at 3 o'clock.
I want to bring over that computer sometime soon. I don't know if tomorrow is the best day or if there's like another day to do it. But maybe I'll bring over the computer and then like give you a little paper or message that says, here's how to make it live. But I think we can do it like so easily. It's very easy.
Wow. YouTube Live from the VCRs, huh?
Yeah. Yep.
And then it's like going to be synced. It's like well synced and stuff usually, or?
It seems well synced. I was like doing stuff that wasn't as. I mean, I recorded like a band, and the band looked like it was in sync. So it's got to be pretty close.
Wow. All right. Well, that's going to be the future. That's pretty wild.
And it's that computer that you got at the government surplus too. So
yeah.
Just like returning that and putting it into the chain.
That's good. That was the whole point of it. Yeah. So I kind of want to go back to the studio, but I guess it's like. Right now, it seems so crazy to be paying for a space that we're not using, but I mean, for how long? And I'm like, am I ever going to go back, or am I ever going to? I wonder if I'm ever going to feel comfortable doing anything other than leaving my house and going to work. But
yeah,
we'll see.
I mean, it is. If your housemates are okay with you having like a studio in the basement, it seems like a good thing to do. And then, but yeah, it's tricky because like. We have to look into the future and be like, are we going to be comfortable doing this? Because, honestly, moving out of that space is going to be a bit of a hassle.
Yeah, there's a lot. We have a lot of things. I mean, there's just, like, so many things. But yeah, everything's up in the air now. Like, life is changing. Who knows? Who knows what the future is? But I guess we'll just leave it for now. So
yeah, we have another month to think about it. So
that was number 2. Number 3 was Goodwill is open. So,
man, that's like the one thing I've missed the most is thrift store shopping.
Yeah.
I think. And now they've made it available in a way. It looks like they are limiting the amount of people in the store and encouraging masks, although didn't seem like they were requiring masks.
Yeah, which I thought it was like a state requirement.
It is a state requirement. So it's like, what the hell are people doing not wearing masks?
Yeah.
A lot of people out in the area we were in were not wearing masks when we saw them, but like a lot of them also had like Trump signs and stuff, and like you're out basically in almost Eastern Washington, and so these people are probably like don't care about don't like the government or something, and especially don't like Inslee, and so any kind of thing from Inslee, they're not going to do it. But here in Olympia, it seems like, why are they not requiring masks at a store when it's a state requirement? That's crazy.
Yeah. So you could see inside, but you didn't go in there? Or?
Yeah. There was a big line of people donating stuff. I'm probably going to donate stuff. I actually have, our house has just been piling a bunch of, stuff to get rid of to donate in the living room for, I don't know, the, last 3 months. So we have this giant pile of stuff. And I do want to take that to Goodwill because I'm tired of having it in the living room. And there was literally a line wrapping around, not just in the Goodwill donation zone, it wrapped all the way around to basically almost in front of the entrance.
Wow, because everybody's been waiting with all their things.
Yeah. And I don't even know how they're going to deal with all the stuff that they're getting right now.
They've been cleaning, and what are they going to clean all the stuff, or what? How is that going to happen? Or
oh yeah.
Or it's kind of over.
Good question.
For a lot of people, it seems like it's just like, oh, we're done with that. We're done with that. We've moved on.
Yeah.
It's like, what is happening? It's like, but maybe, I don't know. It seems like maybe it wasn't even as big of a deal as they said it was in the first place, or something. I don't know what to do now.
I don't know. More than 100,000 people died, so it seems like a big deal.
And it's still going, right? It's not like it's going. It's not, the numbers aren't even going down, are they? They're still going up.
I've heard that Thurston County is going up again. Yeah, especially because there's more testing now too.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I'm still I'm just in the ground. I don't know if I've been traumatized or what, but I'm still wearing masks outside every time I go outside, and I'm not doing anything other than going to work and coming home. And I'm just I haven't I went to my grandmother's though the other day.
Oh, you did, yeah.
Yeah.
That was on Tuesday.
Yeah, I did it. And I don't know. I wore the mask, and now
you stayed outside?
No, we went inside. I just went inside. I don't know if I should have, but I did.
But you wore a mask, and she wore a mask?
I wore a mask. She didn't want to wear a mask. So I wore a mask, and I was across the hall. I didn't stand close to her, and I wore a mask the whole time I was in there. So now I guess it's we're going to see how it goes. We're going to see if how she's feeling the next 2 weeks. Yeah.
I mean, those infographics I've seen, it seems like that's probably fine for her. It's more if she doesn't have the virus, and hypothetically if you do have the virus or something.
Yeah.
Then, it's safer for her than if the, situations were flipped and, she was wearing the mask and you had the virus still. I don't think you have the virus, but, hypothetically.
Well, yeah, you just got to pretend like you have it all the time. That's the...
Yeah. But if you did, and you're wearing the mask, there's a much smaller chance of you passing it to someone who is not wearing a mask if the situations are flipped. But if both people are wearing masks, it's almost negligible. It's almost not going to happen.
Yep. Yeah, I heard that. So, I got to keep wearing the masks, and what a wild time. I guess, so Goodwill's open, the Voyeur is open, but the Voyeur is, right in the middle of where the protests are happening.
Yeah. They got hot dogs now, though. They got, cheap dogs. That's what they said.
Ooh, that's good. I like hot dogs.
I feel like they actually figured out the right thing to do, maybe. I want to support the Voyeur.
Jake's is going to be not opening. Jake's is closed now.
Oh, so they're the Jake's dog place now. That's good.
Yeah.
Oh man, I want that Voyeur food. Actually, I'm not gonna go to Goodwill. Really? I don't know. I want to go to Goodwill. I kind of want to just look around, maybe not touch anything. But no, that's not how it is. It's not touching.
Yeah. Well, Goodwill, but what do you want? I don't even know where to get clothes. I want some pants. So how do I even buy pants anywhere else? I want pants from Goodwill. So.
Yeah. Well, you could buy pants on Levi's.com, and then they're $100.
Yeah.
For a pair of pants, whole pair of $100 for one pair of pants.
Yeah, instead of $3. Yeah, thrift shopping. It just seems like but it always was the dirtiest way to shop, I guess, potentially instead of or something.
Yeah.
But like now, yeah. So what a weird. It's such a weird thing. I didn't think that they were going to open all these retail stores, but I guess they are. And like the only things that aren't open now are movie theaters and bowling alleys.
Bowling alleys. Yeah. But maybe the bar at the bowling alley is open.
Yeah, but like the movie theater.
I saw people at the fucking bar. That's the crazy part. They're like at the bar.
Yeah, they're drinking at the bar.
The East Side Tavern, West Side Tavern. West Side Tavern's totally open. People are like sitting out there with beer.
Yeah, they're doing it. They went back. It's wild. It's a wild time.
Yeah.
Now, but you can. So now I'm still like very much hiding from the world and staying home and stuff. But you can only be. But now with the protests and the restaurants, it's like more. There's more. And I'm for the protests, but I've been thinking this like crazy thing where like society was like, stay home or you're immoral. Stay home or you're immoral. And then the next month they're like, get in a crowd or you're immoral. Like, ah! Like,
oh my God, it's true.
Yeah. I'm like, this is like, I've been spending all my time trying not to get into crowds. Like, normally I would love a crowd.
Right.
It's like, I've been, like, yeah. But it's been flipped. It's been flipped. The world's flipped in a way. And, yeah, what a crazy time.
Yeah.
All right, let's see.
Might be a revolution.
I'm going to call Grandma and Yellow Fellow left a message.
All right, well, thanks for
the production end's going good?
Good to hear from you. What's that?
Production end?
Oh, really good. Yeah, before I left, I turned in like a really giant amount of episodes. So we should be good through like June 28th, I think, something like that. So
good.
We're doing good. Yeah.
All right, thanks, Freddie.
Thank you. Talk to you soon.
Schedule's the same.
See you
okay,
tomorrow.
bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, let's listen to this message from Yellow Fellow.
Hey, your daily hours with me.
Hey.
I didn't get enough sleep last night.
Why?
I was up all night. I was on the computer, and I was kind of wasting time. I could have been sleeping. Now I feel really tired. I feel really tired today. It's hard to get out of bed this morning. I ate some pizza for breakfast. Had mushrooms on it. So it was frozen pizza. And my roommates, I was making a smoothie and spilled it in front of my roommates. Probably could tell how tired I was. I don't know. I need to get more sleep tonight. Okay, bye.
Why are you trying to get out of bed? Are you going to get more sleep tonight, or are you going to be awake right now? I'm going to call you anyway. Oh, I should call Grandma, too. Whoop. We could have gotten Freddie on the message to the future.
Please leave your message for
John Mooney.
Yo, pal, you asleep? Did you get your sleep? What do you need to sleep for if you don't have anything to do? You should just sleep in the daytime. Alright, bye. Oh, yeah, you have about 20 minutes to call us back. Alright, here's Grandma, and then maybe, Mr. Ginsu and Mark guitar player if we can get through it. I'm gonna look at these messages, too.
Danny.
Hi, Grandma.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
I don't think Andrew is here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's probably working.
Huh?
He's working.
It's okay. When he come back, he will call you back.
All right. How are you feeling today? You feel okay? How's your back?
Huh?
Can you walk? Are you walking better?
Yeah, I walk better.
Okay. How about you drinking water?
Yeah, I try to.
Okay.
Nobody here. Yeah.
Yeah, you're there.
So when I gonna see you?
I don't know. Maybe next week.
Next week?
Because I came over I was over there, remember? I came over on Tuesday, last Tuesday, like 3 days ago.
Okay.
Do you remember that?
Yeah.
I was over there. We went over there. We went to KFC.
So see you next week, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, then you take care.
Okay.
Take care. Just thank you for calling.
Thank you. Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
Grandma! Hey, future, it's us, the past. It's Thursday, Pizza Thursday, and we made it back around again to Thursday, and Grandma is doing okay right now. We went over there on Tuesday. Freddie got back from Mount Rainier, not Rainier, the city. We talked to him for like half an hour about a lot of things, and Goodwill's back open, and restaurants are back open, and there's protests, but there's still a virus. You know, it's historical times, and we're living in them. Okay, bye, future. It's like, are we living like in these like times when it's like building up to, like we started the program 10 years ago, and it's like we're documenting the last 10 years of society, or what? You know? What a world. All right, let's try to call Mr. Ginsu. Ginsu!
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system.
Mr. Ginsu.
110.
Mr. Ginsu, it's the program. You can call us back. You have about 17 minutes. Where are you? Alright, bye. Alright. Well, we're going to look at some tape stuff now. That we're through this phone stuff. Well, should we call Mark, the guitar player? He didn't call us today, but why not? I don't know if I'll forbid her bit. I don't know what I'm going to eat for dinner today. I'm eating the same kind of things, but I don't think I'm just going to eat it again. More fries. I just got so many potatoes. I got to eat all these fries and chicken.
You cannot leave a message for 36.
Oh, can I not? Look at this. Hey, future. It's us, the past. We're on a new tape.
That's right. Who decides what size things are? You know, like, is there a standardized way to decide what size a shoe is? Also, I'm trying to set the universal remote up for my television.
And what's white cheese and orange cheese? Where's Mr. Ginsu? Living with Uncle, probably. Alright, it's Wednesday. We made it. Okay, bye, future. Hey, future, it's us, the past.
Yo, what's up? We're here.
What do you have to say in the future, Tennessee?
I say fight the virus. Yeah. You should write a song about that. Honestly, because if you write songs, and this is the zeitgeist, this is what people are thinking about right now.
What?
You could be in a place where you write a song about defeating a virus, and everyone wants to hear it because it makes them feel like they can defeat the virus. You know what I mean? They're hearing your song, they feel confident, more powerful. You could be a huge player
Well,
in this thing.
Tennessee's singing a song. He got it in a vision table. And Yellowfell found him. It was on that Beef House thing. All right, Bye Future.
Beef House. Adult Swim's Beef House.
You do it. You do it with the people over there in your studio.
Hey, Future, it's us the past. Mr. Ginsu, we finally got hold of him.
How many people are in your basement?
Nobody. We're talking to Freddie and Gene on Zoom. We're talking about...
I see. Zoom.
Yeah, we're talking about race relations today.
Is that so?
It's serious. We're getting serious. And Gene and Rose was there earlier. And Freddie was in the forest. And it's Friday. And we're making a...
Friday.
All right, thanks, Future.
The world needs to change, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, change the world. All right, Bye, Future.
Okay.
Hey, Future, it's us the past.
Hi, Future.
Did we end systemic racism yet?
Better than they are right now.
Yeah, I woke up really glum.
Let's hope the future isn't in a crazy pandemic with like fires burning from systematic racism.
Yes.
I hope I can still get Thai curry from Reading Terminal Market in the future.
Talking to the future is more important than ever. Bye, Future.
You have one wish, and that's what you wished for.
Hey, Future, it's us the past.
I thought you already did that.
No, we're doing it right now.
Everything's all crazy, and it probably won't ever be the same.
My brother talking about Hong Kong food, Mr. Ginsu. We got a hold of him after months.
Ready? Okay.
We all have a
you
little
do?
bit of racism that we need to fight.
I know they're there.
We're here.
They're opening the pile a lot.
Bye, Future.
Alright.
Good fucking whatever.
Hey, Future, it's us the past.
Hi, Future. Is there still a government?
Hope you're
Is the
there.
government still there?
James, say something.
Hi, Future. I hope you're having a great day.
Hey, Future, it's us, the past. It's Tuesday, and the world is so crazy that I think everybody's busy or something. You know, there's civil unrest, and there's protesting going on in town, in Thurston County here. And we talked to Gene in New York a little bit. New York has a curfew, lots of places have a curfew. Yeah, what a world. Alright, bye, Future. It's Tuesday, the real estate of the week. Oh, Future. It's us. The past. It's Wednesday, and we made it to here. Oh, somebody's on Timmy. Yellowfellow's on Zoom. Yellowfellow, say something in the future.
Hello. Hello.
Hello. Alright, bye, Future.
Oh.
Hey, Future, it's us, the past. It's Thursday, Eggplant Pizza Thursday. We made it back around again to Thursday, and Grandma is doing okay right now. We went over there on Tuesday. Freddie got back from Rainier, Mount Rainier, not Rainier, the city. We talked to him for like half an hour about a lot of things, and Goodwill's back open, and restaurants are back open, and there's protests, but there's still a virus. You know, it's historical times, and we're living in them.
Yeah.
Okay, bye, Future.
Bye. Wow. Look what I found. Oops. Alright, this is the one. So, that's all the phone stuff. That's all the regular tape stuff we had to do. And now, we got another 10 minutes here
to do like our own thing, some kind of thing. Yesterday I started doing this kind of thing, and then Yellow Fellow ended up chiming in, so I thought I was going to say some things. I remember I was talking to Bird only, 2 or 3 days ago? I don't remember what day it was, and I think I was after the Messages of the Future, and I was saying, like, worst comes to worst. Like, he's like, oh, worst comes to worst, I'm going to read the news from the internet, and you're going to, and we're going to talk about these news stories. So I have been watching maybe more news than ever before recently, because I don't know, because I don't like the news. Now I'm like forced into the news or something, or the news is unavoidable, and I'm like, all I want to do is avoid the news. But are we living in history? I think we must be always living in history in a way, but why? It's like this is more history than other times, but like history is happening while you stay in your own home or something, and there's always like lots of people living through history. And like, what are the other times in history? Just like, elections and like the 60s, like in the civil rights movement, there was a big thing, and you're going to go read about it in books. But who's going to write about it? And who's going to, like, what are they going to teach the kids in the future? Are they going to be, like, these going to be answers on a test later on? I don't know if I've ever had a test on civil rights movement in the 60s, but I definitely learned about it in school. It seemed like the school, they're teaching you this stuff. Maybe they're teaching you that it's better than it is. They're like, I remember when I was in elementary school, we celebrated Martin Luther King Day. So maybe my school was more progressive than other schools or something. But we definitely had like Martin Luther King Day, and when you were children, they tell you that Martin Luther King is, to be a hero. And he's like, oh, well, I mean, he definitely was a hero, right? And he's like maybe one of the bigger heroes of all time, especially when you're looking at these books. So you're like, wow, it must be good. I'm glad that we defeated racism in the 60s. Like, that's what they kind of teach you when you're a kid. And you don't know about that it's still like going to be prevalent or something. And now they're going to be like, well, in the 60s, Martin Luther King tried to do this stuff, and then now we have been living in this like PC culture for a long time, where they're like, don't say anything bad about minorities or anything like that, and you're like not allowed to. And there's like things like a joke is like, oh, I'm going to stay away from that issue because I know that one is very heated. So they've been doing all these things, and there's like, you can't say racial slurs on television. And that stuff, and I guess it's just a band-aid for the real thing, the whole like TV culture. We got like lots of pop culture, black people, but it wasn't enough. And we even had Obama. We're like, maybe Obama is gonna be. They're like, oh look, black president, racism's over. But it's definitely not over. So now there's people in the streets again. But what are we gonna do? What did I do? What am I gonna eat for dinner though? I gotta figure that one out. I've been eating potatoes because we got 60 pounds of potatoes. I wonder if I think the mail. I got the mail today. I think I gave 20 pounds to Grandma. I should ask Grandma if she's eating those potatoes. I guess I still could call her back again. But I've been eating lots of potatoes. I just actually finished my last bag that I got like 3 weeks ago. So I got about 10 pounds like 3 weeks ago, and I've been eating quite a bit of potatoes. And I'm going to have to up my potato game. I'm going to eat potatoes. Like, oh, what am I going to eat for dinner? I guess potatoes. What am I going to eat tomorrow for dinner? I guess potatoes. So today I'm just going to eat again. I'm going to eat the same dinner I had last night, which is French fried potatoes with a piece of chicken on the side. Fries are the main course, chicken on the side, and it takes a while though. It takes because you guys are supposed to soak the potatoes. Maybe I should be soaking the potatoes before I start the program, so then when I'm done, they're soaked. But you got to soak the potatoes for half an hour, which is a pretty long time. So I'm going to soak the potatoes for half an hour, and then I'm going to bake them for 20 minutes on the low temp, and then I got to turn it up to high temp at the end, and then I guess it works out. Maybe I should try, I don't know, just like eat like worse potatoes and just skip the whole soaking process and do some experimentation about how I think the potatoes are doing. Like, do I care if I'm just feeding myself? Just trying to shove things in my face that are edible, like potatoes, and so maybe I don't care about this whole like preparation. So I think today I'm just gonna skip. Well, but then what about the chicken? See, because the chicken takes about an hour to cook, and the potatoes only take about 45 minutes to cook. So I do at least got to put the chicken in the oven for longer than the potatoes. That's for sure. So, like, how much longer? Even 15 minutes longer, 20 minutes longer. So maybe the whole chicken, like, time does make sense for the potato time, because the potatoes, look, I gotta cook the potatoes for 45 minutes total. I gotta cook the chicken for an hour total. The potatoes are supposed to soak for half an hour. So if I go and put the chicken in, just like without soaking the potatoes, so but then it's gonna give me 15 minutes, so I might as well be soaking the potatoes anyway. But this whole soaking of the potatoes takes up the time, because I gotta put the water in there, and I gotta clean that dish, and then so it's like, when I soak the potatoes, it like soils two dishes. The soils like the pot or whatever I'm soaking them in. Then I gotta put them in like a sieve or colander. I gotta put it in the colander. So then the colander is starchy, and then the colander sieve is the same thing. I don't know what the difference between a colander and a sieve is. There must be some kind of difference. I've been calling it. It's like, oh, I'm putting in the drainer, what do you call it? The pasta drainer, this colander. But I'm going to put it in the sieve or the colander, and then I'm going to put so that's two things. So I'm going to skip the whole step of the soaking. But I do have the time now, because I'm going to have to wait for the chicken. So, like, the chicken can't be hurried. I guess I could defrost the chicken, but I don't think that's going to be more work. I think it's like less work to just wait, just put it in there. But I'm pretty hungry. But hunger is the best spice. I should be doing this before. Maybe I can time this whole thing so I start like making the food. But it takes the fries process takes like a few changes like every once in a while. So it's be hard to do this, but I can definitely be soaking them at least, and then I would start the whole process. And the cleaning's not too much. Maybe I should be less lazy with the soaking process. But I think what I'm going to do today is, when this is done, I'm going to go put the chicken in the oven, like immediately. And then I'm going to soak the potatoes, but only for 15 minutes. But what's the point of that? Maybe I should just not even soak the potatoes at all. So I'm just going to skip the soak. I'm going to put the chicken in there for 15 minutes, skip the soak, and then do the rest of it, like the potatoes. I'm gonna skip the soak and see how it goes. Like, I'm not sure what the soak is doing. Maybe it's like keeping the potatoes crispy, I think is maybe the point of it. So maybe I don't need that crisp. I'm thinking about buying an air fryer anyway, and now that I have all these potatoes, maybe it's worth it. But now it's like I got all these free potatoes. The potatoes are very cheap, so it's like, what's the point? Now I got this air fryer. I'm still potentially thinking about an air fryer, but I don't know. I always have this issue where I like think I want to buy something, and then I just think about buying it forever, and I never end up buying it, and I'm like, well, there it goes. I missed my chance, and then like prices don't go down on things; they go up and down. It's like, what am I going to do? What am I waiting for? Like, I almost bought the Nintendo Switch like even years ago, like 2 years ago, and I could have had that for 2 years if I'm going to buy it at all. But now if I don't ever buy it, then it's a waste of time. But the price rose by a lot, so I could have bought it, and I could have gotten several, maybe tried to flip them later on or something. But that's not a good way to think about anything, because you don't know what's going to happen in the future, and trying to like buy things for their potential value in the future. Like, I never try to resell anything when you're like, oh, I'm going to do this stuff, but then everything could just go out the window, and there's no planning anymore, because like how much anything. Like maybe like currency is going to go out the window if we have a totally new system of like, I don't know, we're going to become, not, I guess, communist something, but just like free government where we're trying to help each other instead of like having like this money or anything to try to like work and keep these things, and we're just going to be like, well, here's our place in society. But I don't think that can happen too quickly, but it's going to be a different world, so it's like hard to plan things. But one thing I can plan is just this dinner, and I can like live like day to day. So plan for like a long term kind of thing. But I'm going to plan this thing today, and then I think that'll work out okay. So that's the only plans you can make anymore. Well, we're getting down to it. We only have about a minute left, so I'm going to thank Grandma and Freddie. Yellow fella left a message. Mark and Miss McKinsey didn't answer today, so I think it's all the people that we talked to today. But there's some people in the past too on those tapes. But and thanks to everybody in the world trying to make the world a better place, which is like a lot more people than it has been. Here's the credits. We made it. Some skunks. Baby skunks. It's Thursday. On TCTV channel 22 at 11:30 and 2 a.m. Check it out. Yeah, YDHWM.com. 360-364. Call me a message. Get on TV. Yeah. 109 State Avenue. That's where our studio is, but we're not there because we're in the basement and I'm not going to the studio right now. UFO Prayer. It's a good song. Thank you. TCTV, La Baby, Judy Pappas, Graham Graham, South Spy College, I'm with the Studio USA, thank you, and viewers of Studio watching, thank you. Hell yeah, dog! Bye!